Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing the Nerf Rival Challenger. This is the next iteration in the next release rather in the Nerf Rival line. So Rival is not dead. Hasbro and Nerf, put out about 1 to 2 of these blasters every year. And they've kind of slowly been petering off, so hopefully this will kind of reinvigorate the audience and the player base. It's a really cool looking blaster just from the box. You've got some really nice lines, some good creature comforts and things like that. Let's just hope that functionally it works really well and that it also accepts our older magazines. Now the magazine, this color scheme, is new, is brand new with the last few iterations, and they've had like kind of these solid orange magazines. So hopefully this one will be compatible with the older ones that we have. We're about to find out. So let's take a look at the box real quick just to make sure there's no claims, and if there are claims, we can put those to the test. We're going to do a FPS reading for you guys today, just to give you a couple idea of what's going on underneath the hood. No range claims or accuracy or anything like that. We'll do that in our full review, so stay tuned for that video. Separate video coming out later this week, possibly next week. But yeah, let's go ahead and enjoy the unboxing and see what we got here. So doesn't say anything about any type of range claims, so there's no like 110 or 90 FPS readings or anything like that on the front. Motorized semi-auto blaster, which is great. You got the name here, 18 rounds, which I think this is a 12-round magazine, so they give you enough to fill it one and a little bit. You got 14 plus. We've got confirmation about the Mirage coming out, which is nice. That's a new blaster this year as well. On the back side, we have 18 rounds, 4 tactical rails, so 1, 2, 3, and then on the other side is 4. Although these really aren't, I've seen some 3D printed parts for some foregrips, which is awesome. We'll get into that in a later video. We got a trigger lock, we got a rev trigger. Hey, they called it a magazine and not a clip. Holy smokes. 12-round magazine. And for some reason, a smartphone and a shoe and headphones. Not included, though. Not included. These are the most accurate Rival rounds. We know that to be not necessarily true, not necessarily false. It's all in the eyes of the beholder. Overall, looks pretty sweet. You got this nice picture window of the blaster itself. This is really gorgeous. So you got some nice paint on there, some different layers, and some different kind of texture details. The texturing on the actual blaster feels really nice, catches the light really well. I don't know if that's showing up on the overhead camera or not, but yeah, overall looks really, really cool. Let's get it open and throw some batteries in there and take a look. So I for one enjoy Rival. I know it's not the most accurate thing in the world, and it doesn't have the best range. And once you push it beyond a certain point, FPS wise, you're kind of glutton for punishment in the sense that they just kind of go anywhere. And if you're playing outside in the wind, there's really, you're really kind of leaving it up to chance where these things go. But I've always enjoyed it. One, because it was there's one of the blaster lines that brought me into the hobby, with like the Zeus and the Hera. So yeah, I've got a special place in my heart for Rival, and I really enjoy this color scheme. It's really, really cool. I don't think there's anything on this side, but we'll check real quick here. Nope. So they tell you to wear eye protection. Oh no, it just says do not aim at eyes. Use eyewear recommended for players and people within range. Yeah, so they tell you to wear eye protection, but they don't actually give you any eye protection, which is unfortunate. So, all right, well, we got it out of the box. Let's take a look here. So you've got your instructions. It's pretty straightforward. Tells you how to operate the blaster, how to load the blaster. Ooh, look. No way. There's... No. Oh, that's so cool. Check that out. there's like a carabiner like locking mechanism right there, and it uses an actual spring. You can see the spring right there. It's not like a plastic like, you know, bungee thing. But yeah, you got like a carabiner thing you can lock there, or if you want a little added security, you can put it, you know, most carabiners will lock in here, but if you've got a closed loop one, you can use this right here. That's pretty sweet. So let's go over the features. Let's go from back to front since we've already started in the way back. So you got a nice size handle, a good grip, feels really nice. It's got some good stippling here, greebling, whatever you want to call it. Oh, yeah, that's the nice side. The back side, yeah, guys, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, this just looks so fit and finish, and then you flip it over, it's like, bleh. Like, it's just flat. Anyway, let's continue on. So the grip feels good. You got very mushy rev trigger, snappy trigger finger, or trigger trigger though, snappy trigger. And then I believe that is a mechanical trigger lock, which is nice for, you know, when you're shooting a certain FPS, it's nice to have that in there. Moving forward, we have the mag well with the mag release. Let's see how it feels. Ooh, that is a rough, man, that is rough going in. That sticks out a lot. That's pretty big. I mean, it's very narrow, but like if you're looking at like from top to bottom, like, ooh, it's even got like a rubberized nubble thingy on the bottom of the magazine. I don't know if that's I bet that's if you drop it, it probably keeps it from breaking. I wonder if that was a last minute thought, putting that on there. I don't know. Tell you what though, putting the magazine in is kind of rough. What I was wondering with this one is, can I use my, these are Nerf brand magazines. They came from like the Zeus, the Hera, and that, you know, that bunch. So let's see. I'm assuming it's gonna work. I mean, it locks in. It locks in nice. I can pull the trigger so it's not getting stuck in the actual pusher. So it should work. It looks kind of ridiculous, but I bet because I think this is a 12 or 10 round magazine. I bet the stubbier one would look nicer, although you're cutting your mag capacity in half. So that's the mag weld. Not really that's definitely not a flared mag well. Not flared at all. Ooh, it's got a gap too. That's kind of weird. It's almost like the shell's not closed all the way. I don't know if you can see that on the overhead camera, but even with the magazine out, like it doesn't. Come on, Hasbro. Like that's something that you need to be able to. Wow, like the finish on this product is just terrible. Like the lines just don't match up. Like the shell doesn't match up. Anyway, so going forward, we got a jam door on the ugly side of your blaster here. Opens up. You can see the massive flywheels. Doesn't want to lock open though. You can get in. You can probably get in there. Most likely, your jams are going to be from pushing a ball into the flywheels that aren't spinning. So there's going to be a ball sitting right there, just preventing the flywheels from going. So getting in there and pushing the ball back into the mag well and down, that's probably going to be the majority of your jams. Very rarely will you have a ball stuck in the flywheels or in front of them. If they're in front of them, you can tilt it out and it'll be good. So it's nice that they included a larger size flywheel cage or flywheel door. We've got the 3 additional Picatinny rails along with the Picatinny rail on the top. It's a rival rail, so you could probably adjust it to make for regular Picatinny. That's something I think I will be doing. The other thing is it's not very secure. Like it's got a lot of wobble from left to right. So I'm thinking about 3D printing like a brace or something like that that actually marries up to the bottom here so it won't rock as much, and kind of clamshell over top of it with an actual Picatinny rail on top. That way you can, get like a low level a low profile sight or something on there. It does have iron sights, not very tall ones. They're very low. So you got 2 here and 1 in the front, so not too shabby. We've got this weird looking loop on the front, I guess for something. I guess you could hang it, use that to hang on your gear if you want to put it on your hip or whatever, and then when you're ready to pull it out. So it looks like it has a in-strike lug on the front, but that's confirmed that it is not. I know Paper Skeletons has designed a front muzzle piece that will lock onto this, so there is that. They do seem to have actually a pretty large hop up. I can't reach it. I don't know if you can see it in there in the overhead camera, but there is a fairly substantial hop up. Again, you can see their shell doesn't quite marry up, so that's unfortunate. That's some QC issues. But yeah, let's get a screwdriver, open her up, and put some batteries in. We'll take a look and see what she's firing. We're not going to be feeding this the best batteries for this preview or first impressions. It does take 8, so I'm expecting good things out of this. This is the same type. This is the same current, the same voltage that the Mark III uses. It uses 8 AA batteries, so and that thing can shoot darts. What was it, like 110, 120, 125? That thing shoots them pretty hard. So that also tells me that we could possibly convert this to 2S or 3S with the included wiring, hopefully. Ooh, it revs up pretty quick. The flywheels are not aligned at all. Like the bottom one is shifted to the left. Maybe, yeah. All right, so then you got your Accu rounds. Let's go ahead and get these opened up. But we'll go with 12. We'll go with 12. We've got 6 extra. Let's see. Okay, it's got a little bit of snap, guys. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Let's top it off with these last 6 here. Get some chronograph readings for you guys. Again, this won't be part of the review chronograph testing. I'm going to actually put in some good batteries for that, and then we'll make sure we get a solid 20 shot grouping for you guys before we go in. We're not gonna shoot all 20 or all 12. I want to try and get I want to try and put a couple in the old school magazine and see if it works. But let's take a look. Let me set this correctly here. All right. So Rival's a little bit tricky to get through this, but nope. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a reading because getting Rival through this thing is darn near impossible. But what we will do is test out the compatibility with the older mag. So let's pull a couple of our Rival rounds, insert it. Oh yeah, works just fine. That is a nice thing. So yes, unfortunately I won't have a FPS reading for you. Probably won't have one for the actual review either, which is unfortunate. I really hate that I can't get that through there, but that's okay. We'll have to maybe 2024 we'll see an upgrade in our chronograph. But yeah, guys, so that is the Nerf Rival Challenger. Super fun looking blaster, even though the backside is pretty ugly as sin, but nevertheless this side looks really nice. Got some really nice creature comforts and some kind of hidden features. We'll take it out in the range and have some fun with it in the review. Make sure you check out that video. In the meantime, there's a couple other videos over here for you guys to check out and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.